So this video is not, when I talk about this video, I'm not going to be mentioning regular pop at all, okay? So like the regular stuff, because we already know it's got all the shit in it. It's got the caffeine, the drug that makes you get hooked on it. It's got the sugar. It's got the sweeteners. It's got all the artificial stuff. The companies know that. You guys know that. You know it's poison, okay? And this video may seem a little bit hypocritical, seeing I'm a very avid pop drinker, especially for one certain Pepsi sub brand, as I should say. But we're not talking about the generic ones. We're talking about pop companies' attempt to try and seduce you into thinking that their drinks are healthy by introducing all these other variants of their already existing drinks to purchase, okay? Let's start with the diet ones, okay? I think it's absolutely bullshit how they say, oh, no calories, same great taste. Like, no, it doesn't have the same great taste because you took out the things that make it taste good, aka all the bad stuff. The sugar, the caffeine's still there, but all that stuff, you take all that out. So it doesn't taste good, okay? And you know that. You know bullshit like that tastes. I've tasted Diet Coke versus regular Coke, and I know that Diet Coke is shit. It tastes like shit, and it's even worse shit for your body, because in order to try and replace the sugar and the sweeteners that they put in to make it taste good that ultimately are bad for you, they put in a bunch of other artificial crap to try and fix that, making it theoretically worse for you than regular pop of the original variant. I don't even know how that is even possible, okay? That you can make something be even worse for you and put the name diet in the label, okay? That is so bullshit, okay? Oh, then you don't want they still keep the one drug in there that they want you to have, and that's the caffeine. The caffeine is what hooks you, okay? I'm guilty of this. I'm not saying I'm not guilty of this, because obviously, look at me. I've had a lot of caffeine in my life, and caffeine is a good thing to help me try. It's not a good thing, but it is a thing to help me get through the day. But I would never put diet soda in my body. I've tried it a couple of times. It is ass. I'm never gonna drink it again. I wholeheartedly think that diet soda is the worst legal substance to put in your body. Okay? The worst legal substance to put in your body. I mean legal. Okay. But then you're like, oh, then if you don't want the caffeine, just have the non-caffeinated version. Why are you going to have the non-caffeinated version when you can just take the caffeine already out of the diet one? Because you're going to do the same things to the non-caffeinated version that you are going to do the diet one. The only thing different between the two is you're going to have diet, have caffeine, and the other one not going to have caffeine. So what's the point of having all of these things in them? Just take out the non-caffeinated versions and make people drink it and go to sleep like milk. Okay, no, you don't want to do that. Who's not going to have pop for caffeine? You're going to have pop for caffeine all the time. Well, what's the point? And it's like they're going to put in all these artificial sugars and sweeteners and all this sort of crap to try and make it feel like it's even better than it actually is. And they put this like gold label on it. Like, why are you putting a freaking gold label on it? And they're like, oh, well, if you don't want to have caffeine, well, then just have if you don't have no sugar, just have the sugar-free. Sugar-free? The whole thing about pop is having sugar in it. Why are you going to have a sugar-free version? And I've tried these sugar-free versions, okay? I've tried these sugar-free versions before. And they're even worse than the diet versions. They taste even worse, and they're even worse for you because they put in the worst kind of crap. Actually, I think they're probably the best of these variants because they take out all the sugar. That doesn't mean they actually take all of the sugar. Just because it's on the label doesn't mean that doesn't mean they actually took out all the sugar, okay? It just means that they want you to think that they took out all the sugar. So that way you buy it and you think it's healthy and stuff. Look, I have a koozie for Mountain Dew Zero Sugar. This stuff is horrible. Absolutely horrible. It has no taste, no flavor to it at all. I don't even know how people who drink Mountain Dew and need to get off of it because of some medical reason, which is completely justified, you're better off just quitting the stuff entirely instead of trying to switch over to this crap and thinking that it's better, okay? Because it's not. It's not better, okay? It sucks complete ass, alright? And so we're like, oh, maybe now we could think about shut up, okay? Shut up. You make no sense whatsoever, okay? all these people that think that diet soda or regular pop, or not regular, but caffeine free and sugar free and starch free, or whatever all these other kinds that they can come up with or think are any better than regular stuff. It's not. Okay, if you want pop, just get the regular stuff, because you're going to lose a foot anyways. If you're hooked on the stuff, just stay on the regular stuff until you die, because this stuff is even worse for you. Because at least in the regular pop, you know what you're putting into your body. Okay, they've been honest, because this stuff's been manufactured for years. And by the way, it's not real. It's manufactured. Every one of this is manufactured. This shit comes out of a fucking factory in like New Orleans or something like that. Okay? You're drinking this stuff because it's manufactured to taste good. It doesn't come from natural. If it was natural, it wouldn't taste good. Natural stuff doesn't taste good. By proxy, not too good for you tastes good. Okay? It's a simple marketing tool by all pop companies. Coke, Pepsi, Mountain Dew, Sunkist, they're all the same thing. Sprite, it just has no caffeine. That's the only thing that's different. Trying to market it to kids. Yeah. What you want to market it to kids? Woohoo! It's the same thing with the alcohol companies as well, except alcohol has alcohol in it, so kids can't drink it, so the pop ends up being marketed to kids. Also, they make pop a lot cheaper than they in stores than they do like even freaking water than pop. So they end up having people are buying this stuff and getting addicted to it because that's all they can afford. You're playing on these people's financial issues. How mean can you be? How so shallow can you be? You're playing on these people's freaking incapacitated funds so that they get hooked on your substance. There's no point in that whatsoever, except to just make more money. Coca-Cola, if you retired right now, you would be set for life. And Pepsi, same thing. Mountain Dew, same thing. I don't want any of these companies to retire, okay? Because I will admit, like I said earlier in the video, I'm hooked on the substance as well. I'm guilty to this, but I drink the regular stuff because at least just go for it. If you want it, don't degrade yourself and have less of what you could possibly have. Just have the full thing, because it's ultimately the same thing, just with a different label and different substances. But one thing's common between all four of the versions: they are bad for you, and they always will be, because that's how they get you, that's how they hook you, and that's how they make sure that you buy it and that you drink it and that you die earlier, but you have kids beforehand and they drink it before you. Yeah, that's why it sucks, okay? And I'm a heavy drinker, like I said. I'm a heavy drinker of this stuff, like I said before. I'm advocating for others who are not, or who are thinking of it, okay? It's okay to have pop. Pop is legal for a reason. It doesn't have alcohol in it. It doesn't have drugs in it, except for maybe Coke. Well, Coca-Cola, you know, they're pretty close to a different name. But, so have one every now and then, okay? But don't have 2, 3, 4 a day, okay? Save some for the rest of us here, okay? I do Mountain Dew reviews, okay? Obviously, everybody knows that. But it's not like I'm drinking this. Okay, maybe I am drinking this stuff a little bit too much, okay? Don't go down the path of thinking that. But if you're trying to get off this stuff, okay, this is for people that maybe already hooked. You're trying to get off this stuff. Don't go on the diet stuff. Don't go on the sugar-free stuff. Don't go on the non-caffeinated stuff. Just get off of it completely. Try water. Try lemonade, or try something other than that. Try tea. Tea's pretty good, I guess. Try lemonade's even better. Except it's got the sugar in it. That's probably what you're trying to cut out of your diet completely. So just try water. Okay, just try water. Water's okay. Purified water is really good. You know, it's just water. So let's have that. Don't have pop. Okay, don't be one of these 44-year-old middle-aged midlife crisis women who think Diet Coke is better for you than regular Coke. Because newsflash, America. Okay, newsflash, America. It's not.